Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, celestial earth angelics of the guardians of the great white legion of light. When the crystal palace at the center of the brain, the emerald palace in the heart center, and the ruby palace in the lower dantian merge together in the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, the jade temple is activated, and the spirit is freed from all constraints for full transformation into diamond rainbow body of infinite light. This is the journey along the sacred path with heart of the great awakening. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, and it is the holy hour to access your innate siddhis, spiritual gifts, to awaken yourself and all of humanity from the dream within the dream. If all beings live from this center, what would the world be like? It would be paradise, heaven on earth. Our local Solaris continues to release solar filaments of light, transferring the highest codes and keys for our ascension spiral process. We had multiple pillars of light again on the Schumann charts appearing at amplitudes of 25 Hz, 2 pulses coming in at 22 Hz, creating the 2222 portal, 19 Hz and a big blast at 30 Hz. We also had a 4-hour period of blackout on the charts, synchronizing with the sacred journey of consciousness into the void, to open our hearts and minds to the unknown, to access the unknowable, great mystery. All is coming into perfect alignment and refinement for the cultivation of heavenly chi, of the golden light, to shine the bright virtue of the Tao for true realization of Buddha consciousness. The galactic shift has been fully engaged. Mother Gaia has been initiated, activated, and transformed into Mothership 33 of the Universal Federation of Liberation. We are her custodians, guardians, and caretakers of her sacred lands. The red dragon transforms into gold eagle, and the red phoenix transforms into gold condor, to merge the east with the west and the north with the south, in Heros Gamos, the flowering of human consciousness, into luminous avatars of the new earth paradigm. The divine union of 144 is in full culmination to bridge heaven and earth and trigger the compression breakthrough of 0 point and assist in the quantum leap of consciousness for all sentient beings of the way. We are the ambassadors and leaders of the new way, of the divine covenant of the peaceful warriors, of the rainbow tribe of the new Jerusalem. The thunder beings transmit the electrical potential of the purple fire of Saint Elmo to fill your sacred vessel of holy flames of transmutation, to open your sky eye of the spirit, to come to connect with and know all things. This is a full connection to the Akashic records of Pachamama. We release, remove, resolve, and let go of all distractions, false beliefs, and negative programming to empower, activate, ascend, and transcend all limitations of the mind, to co-create the pure land of enlightenment, of cosmic Christ God consciousness, for the true flame of unconditional love and life. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor. Share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 22 degrees, 53 minutes Aquarius. The sun is at 1 degree, 3 minutes Gemini. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 2 degrees Gemini. Santa Claus filling stockings furtively. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 23 degrees Aquarius. A big bear sitting down and waving all its paws. From astrologyweekly.com. And from Summit Lighthouse, the path of adeptship Go for your adeptship and make adeptship your concentration, flanked by the love of Maitreya and the wisdom of Manjushri. Visualize yourself holding the hands of these two bodhisattvas. See yourself as the lighthouse between them, magnifying the beams through the lens of their minds and the minds of the Buddhas who stand behind them. Take courage and take heart, beloved ones, for when you open your eyes and you see beyond the veil, you shall know the glory of God within you, and you shall know the unreality of death and hell. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Valerie A. Elster, discernment on high as we navigate a new integrity field. Watch Energy Leaks, Dragon Collective. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Seraph Knight, family of light as starseeds, light bearers, way showers, and wisdom keepers, we signed up to volunteer for this pivotal time in humanity's ascension. We have had the toughest incarnation here to awaken to this mission, to see beyond the illusion of the mind in this world, so as to bring heaven to earth through us and here to earth. We've had many lives, and this is the toughest school in the universe. So take heart, dear ones, you've come this far, and there's a way to go, so keep shining your light, keep anchoring the light. Choose love over fear, choose freedom. You are not your thoughts. You are a powerful pillar of light, and I cannot say to you enough how important we are at this current stage. Many of you may be feeling how much longer is it over. Keep going, family of light. We are making a difference every day. I love you all dearly, family of light. Blessed are we. We are one. We are free. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ali Ray, you can feel it. Your heart knows. Steady in the heart, beloveds. Keep returning to your heart. No matter the triggers or the wobbles flowing through with the increased light, keep breathing. Keep returning to your heart. Steady as we flow. You are a frequency master in the process of remembrance. Your heart knows. Keep breathing. Before you know it, you'll be smiling with your entire being. And if you aren't smiling now, that's okay. Feel what needs to be felt and heal what needs to be healed. Absolutely all of it will help you to get centered in your heart. The center is the sweet spot. I so love you, beloveds. You are not alone. You are so very loved. And all is truly well. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777, the energy feels dreamy, sleepy, like we are tuned out right now. No more direct heaviness or pressure on the physical body, and less sensory unpleasant energy for the nervous system. We have the opportunity to switch off the mind now and enjoy the calmness for as long as we can. It will do us good. Enjoy the weekend and switch off the mind to enjoy the dreamy peacefulness. The energy is not as heavy as it was a few days ago, but it could still cause anxiety and sensory overload for you, which means you need to be aware of the energy that is within and around you. Pay attention to the triggers and signs that you are receiving and take care of yourself and your body. A sensory overload happens when the body's senses experiences overstimulation from the environment, and it can be quite a lot for the body but also for the psyche. With the death and rebirth process we were and still are in because of the eclipse season, there can be a lot we are feeling and going through. The subconscious fears, wounds, and blocks that are coming up to the surface, but also the collective energy we can feel and is affecting us. Be mindful. Take care of yourself. This too shall pass. Because of the sensory overload, it's really important that you take time for yourself. Go for a walk in the forest or park or wherever you can go to be alone and enjoy some quiet time. Meditation is also really good for you. The time spent in silence, connected to your soul. If you are a mother that needs to take care of small children and you cannot take time off for yourself, just take 5 minutes to be alone and relax. It will help a lot. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Joe Hement, everything moves up one pitch. I asked for clarification in meditation just now and was given the following. Star chamber technologies are to be decloaked. I saw their tips rising from the sands, so I'm assuming long hidden. They resemble 6 pointed stars, though not interlocked like Merkabah's, and were half above, half below ground, and transmitters of some kind. I heard humanity is to let the light in and be shuttered no more. And I saw wooden shutters flying open on houses everywhere. I heard, but not for the first time, the word liquefaction, and saw an unbounded liquid matrix like the ocean, where all are held in one free-flowing envelope. And I was told this experience will be beatific. My guides communicate in a particular way, and when I receive some words, I know to look them up etymologically. This stems from blissful, imparting bliss. And most exciting, everything moves up one pitch, so a higher frequency will come in, which is part of what will bring about this upcoming shift. So a sound and light spectacular. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Gaia, Cosmic Blue Ray. Greetings, precious starseeds. With love we come to share this reminder. Every human soul incarnated on earth was born with an emerald sacred heart, hidden inside the body by Prime Source Creator, so that you would have the eternal heart flame as a light beacon and protection while traversing through the darkest physical realms of the lower dimensions. It is for you to find your inner light as you journey through the valley of the dark, and this process has taken many lifetimes. A promise was made by Source that all souls in the lower dimensions would eventually be returned back to the original heavenly home. This is the original ascension path through the cosmic star systems, ages and timelines for the physical experiences, and to find your way back home, remembering our divine purpose to be reunited with Source Creator God. In the base of our brain stem is the medulla oblongata, which is the receiver of the cosmic energy divine consciousness via the crown chakra, and by bringing the sacred mind and heart into coherence, allows the cosmic energy to flow in and down to the heart, which activates the monadic process of the star, 8th chakra, where the inner Holy Spirit's highest frequency changes the vibrational patterns and colors of the heart into an aquamarine emerald heart. The monad heart, known as the Merkabah, also activates our 12D plasmic shield, used as protection to strengthen and grow our Albion light body, also to utilize for all energy work. The 12D shield and the monad activation can repair and heal all organic parts of the human being. The energetic particle wave spectrum of the 12D golden white ray holds the Christos arc light codes, the blueprint of the 144 subharmonic strings from the entire universal time matrix, the original human 12 DNA strand avatar. You are a divine crystalline light body human being, a bioelectromagnetic super quantum computer with the potential to anchor and bridge the cosmic heavens onto the earth grounds, while traversing through the dark realms that is currently shifting rapidly by the higher gamma light. Heros Gamos is the sacred marriage of the divine inner spirit and the unification between self and all life expressions. As a true Christos conscious star being, with the divine monadic blueprint and activated emerald sacred heart, you have all that is needed to expand the eternal infinite life force energy within yourself into your physical space-time reality. In oneness of grace, love, and peace, Gaia, Cosmic Blue Ray, Elder of the Blue Ray Council and Guardian of the Mother Ark. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Freedom is ours. The church bells have been ringing in my neighborhood for the past 2 hours at least, as if for a wedding, but I have never heard any bells ringing for this long. I was guided to look up online what it means, although I already received the message that it was confirming the divine unions within and without collectively unfolding now, fully birthing and igniting the new unity, Trinity wave, diamond grid, and organic ascension realities. It also means, in Christianity, the ringing of church bells is traditionally believed to drive out demons and other unclean spirits, which is what is happening cosmic-wide. The Great Reset, the final purification, as we now exit the Matrix simulation. All that is false and artificial is exposed, revealed, and dissolves for the organic ascension realities to be birthed anew, and we awaken from the quantum dream. See the hologram around you for what it is. See through the illusions of the false matrix to fully dissolve them now. Feel into the truth with your sacred heart and mind now fully opening and activating, igniting your diamond avatar and organic ascension realities from deep within the film strip of your DNA. Merge, align, and become at one with Source and all that is. The best way to trust the universe is to become one with it. Our victory, liberation, and freedom are here now. Feel this. Be this. Be the frequency of your true liberated diamond self now, which activates paradise within and without. All of you to be reclaimed from deep within. So it is done. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Solaris K. Ra. May has been big energetically, probably one of the biggest I have experienced. Massive shifts, divine guidance, lessons. I've had to slow down and go within more, be in my own space, rest, and use that time to check in and see what is coming to my awareness to be released. We have been going through a huge collective shift this last few months, which will continue and peak through the Lion's Gate 8-8. Through this period, we can expect our inner energies to harmonize, come into homeostasis. Christ Sophia codes will be flooding our systems, focus within and being with God. New relationships will appear and bloom, and old ones will fall away, which are no longer aligning. It may feel like everything not in alignment will go, taking no prisoners. We are shifting very quickly now. This wave has brought in many new activation codes to help us remember who we are on a deeper level. Speaking with others on the Christos mission and clients, there's been a lot of interference coming through, especially from the music we listen to. It is very important, those on the Christos path, that we keep clearing our energy daily and release anything we have picked up during the day. There is much collective fear happening because of what is happening right now. A real split in realities. Those that choose to live in fear and those that have chosen God and the love frequency. There is nothing to fear. We are all God's children. Spend time each day being with God and asking for divine assistance. Say my Christic prayer and put on some high-frequency music. You've all been doing incredible work resurrecting the Christ Sophia codes at this time. We are winning. We have been experiencing some backlash from the NAA, but the last few weeks it is calming. Dark forces are in retaliation cycle right now. Stay sealed in God's love and reflect on core wounds. Stand firm in your boundaries. We have been through this before, remembering that we can essentially live here but also live above the inorganic controlled PSYOP system. The NAA used lower frequency wave manipulation to send through interference. Through the tell-lie vision, low frequency music, radio, and movies we watch, the people we are around, the practices we follow in our spirituality, how we take care of ourselves, the food we eat, drinking alcohol and certain drugs. This is how they mind control human beings to generate and promote belief systems of fear, religion, and tyrannical control. It is a part of consciousness suppression of humanity which forces reincarnation into a type of soul recycling or creating worker bees that are subservient to the off-planet archons. This is desired by NAA because of the power source that can be generated and then harvested from both the planetary body and human electromagnetic energy source. It is time, children of the sun, thanking you for being here in this now moment of planetary cosmic awakening. In solar cosmic oneness, unity, and love, may we all be eternally free. Solaris K. Ra, Solar Rishi K. Ra Shah, Collective Consciousness, from SolarisKera.com, and from Divine Brother of the Light Pars Kute. as massive energies of DNA upgrades coming into our Mother Earth in this now moment, and incredible levels of incoming divine source energy of light codes entering into our atmosphere, which will last for 3 days. The dimensions are now merging into each other. A biological evolution is taking place inside of us in this moment. This recoding of our DNA allows more light to flow through our bodies, which provides access to much higher levels of conscious awareness. We are now able to integrate this massive divine energy of light into our layered bodies easier than before. It has always been this way. The worlds are arranged this way. But now we are gradually becoming aware of this, becoming closer to it, and soon it will be familiar to us as we are freed from the linear concepts of the world. We are now in a new earth timeline, dear ones. We let go and we let God, with divine love of one pars kute. And from divine sister of light, Dr. Shavi M. Ali. Specific weekend energy report. The word satsanga is Sanskrit and translates into English as to sit down with wisdom. In ancient times, Vedic teachers, rishis, often sat down with their temple students in forest areas to give them great teachings. We are being given major teachings this weekend by a satsanga of solar intensity. At 7:45 UTC, or 2:45 a.m. EDT on Friday, May 20th, our sun exploded with an M3 solar flare, and at 8:24 UT or 3:24 a.m. EDT, a C5 exploded. Our sun is still holding a beta, gamma, delta magnetic field for X-class solar flares. Solar winds are traveling as of 10:44 a.m. EDT, 1:44, at 552.3 kilometers per second. A literal storm is whirling around sunspot group AR3014 and seething with power. These high-powered solar events are not stopping. This indicates that more huge energetics can be unleashed, which affect our planet than what may have been thought previously. The magnetosphere, our planet's immediate surrounding magnetic field, is filled and enveloped with dense particle pressure. Currently, the Schumann resonance, power of vibrational frequency and amplitude, is rated as 48 and being labeled as strong activity. It is likely that as solar energy rise to greater flare levels and winds, the Schumann resonance will also elevate. However, mankind's technological equipment, although very helpful in giving us a good idea of what is occurring in the cosmos, as it affects our planet and the entire solar system, it cannot actually give a complete picture because these cosmic events are the orchestration of Source, which cannot be thoroughly measured by humanity, only experienced. For example, heat is much higher in intensity than what may be reported by mainstream news media, due to the heat and light coming from the photon belt, the great central sun, and of course our sun, is being reported on herein. Thus a temperature reading of 88 and into the 90s, as it is being projected for later today in parts of the Midwestern USA, is actually more like being in the 100s. The normal heat surges and sweating that are occurring because of our molecules spinning faster, throwing off some toxins, as cells and DNA are being recalibrated, regenerated, and amplified, is heightened by the cosmic forces coming in so strongly. These energies will continue throughout the weekend and in days to come, as been reported in an earlier article. Our sun moved into tropical Gemini at 0 degrees, and because Mercury is in tropical Gemini, this is very important alignment for new starts in various arenas. But it is wise to wait until Mercury has moved direct on June 3rd to begin to actualize any major plans. We can, however, begin to take further notes on our ideas which have been brewing for some time. We should not jump ahead yet and move on them. Collective consciousness is still too chaotic and erratic for focused attention, even though those with a higher consciousness know how to work with the energies to avoid mishaps and miscommunications. Light activation symptoms, LAS, more commonly called ascension symptoms, can be more heightened this weekend and whenever strong cosmic power occurs. At such times it is best to rest as much as possible, hydrate, and employ all of the grounding techniques which have been suggested in previous teachings. It will be important to remain focused on source frequency and not on mankind's 3D perspective, which is fair-based. There is a very powerful Hopi prophecy taught by the elders, which indicates that our planet will be shaken and lots of destruction occur if two-legged humans do not awaken to the horrors that are heaping upon our planet through hatreds, warfare, creation of diseases, racism, dire experiments in nature, religious indoctrinations, and more. Many symbols over many recent decades, as well as symbols given in ancient past ages, have attested to certain messages being given to particularly spiritually oriented groups that have never lost connection with the Great Spirit Source. These symbols have been delivered not just to the indigenous people, but they have also been gifted to the Vedic civilization, which is also part of the ancient African civilization as its sibling on the ancient continent of Al-Kabu-Lan, and to the people of Tibet as well as to aspects of Europe. Various holy books say the same things, only in different languages. We are to study the spirit of the paths, not the cultural frameworks. With the cosmic energetics steadily ramping up, this is an ideal timeline in which to study true spirituality, and not to remain steeped in mankind's made-up rules and regulations, which are designed to give honor only to certain human religious and political leaders, and to rake in large sums of money to keep them living in several different mansions and riding on private planes and yachts. Source light is forcing a cleansing. Humanity can, however, as the Hopi elders say, avoid the shaking of our planet if enough people elevate to higher consciousness, which is actually elevating to super consciousness, to source frequency, as is constantly being urged in these articles, as well as those written by other light bringers, light workers, spiritual scientists, acharyas, gurus, etc. This is an old teaching which states not to know is bad, but not to wish to know is worse. Too many of humanity do not know the higher truths, and too many do not wish to know them. This will be changed because the cosmic energies will force those of lower vibrations of consciousness to need to search for answers because what they are used to doing and believing is not working, and in truth it never has. They only thought that it was. Meanwhile, chaos continues to rear and roar. We must now face the fact that transformation is definitely on the horizon. Opportunities of love, peace, healing, knowledge, and abundance are being given to us by Source. How many will accept the opportunities? Only Source really knows. However, we can gain an idea by the events which transpire in the coming days, weeks, and months. This weekend begins an activation portal of intensity that we can use to gain wisdom and instructions on how to move ahead. Do not miss the satsanga of light. Pray, meditate, journal on what you receive as you tune in to your higher self, which is your soul and which is Source. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens, May 20th, 2022, The Wheels of Life. Message: the mother came first. She opened the way and called in the Father to follow her. The twin flames, together through their power of sacred union, moved the wheels of life again. Such a sacred moment this was. The solar plexus became alive again. As the wheels started turning again, the sacred union is birthing a new plasma being into the world. Their child, their son, daughter, will soon be expressed into this realm again, meaning the matter will awaken and action will be taken. All things material will move, change and transform anew into something yet unspoken and unseen. The human eye is also a representation of the true nature and the different realms of the system in which humans live in. The human eye, vision, now awakens along with all the other senses. Irene E. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Graham Forscott. Pleiades Starseed, May 21st. Earth-Sun aligned directly to Pleiades, time to phone home. During these few days we not only find our Earth-Sun aligned to Pleiades, Mercury joins the Earth and Sun, conjuncts to trans-Neptunian planetoid Sedna. Mercury, Yellow Ray, communicates compiled research. Topics include Sedna, Vesta, Sedna, the Inuit mermaid, goddess of the sea and marine animals in Inuit mythology. Sedna intuitively understands every living creature is part of the global ecosystem, Gaia hypothesis, and plays a unique role in the process of evolution. Sedna is far, far out in the Oort cloud, making her an elder of the elders, deeply compassionate, forgiving, accepting, a natural leader. Sedna attracts others, inspiring them to become better people. Also a trine opportunity aligns to asteroid Vesta. Focus on one spiritual path. And from divine Sistar of the light, Judith Kusel, the new earth songs are rising to crescendo, as freedom dances her exuberant dance, as the new golden age rolls out here new, glorious stages of co-creation, the seventh central sun expands the luminosity, as the keys and codes of illumination are being released with aplomb. The seraphim are singing and anchoring it all in, the ascended hosts pouring in their light and wisdom, while the intergalactics are stationing the light ships around the new earth, co-creating, assisting the entire process. And Divine Father, Mother God are lovingly watching their new creation taking form and shape, while the Shekinah's fiery fire ignites within souls. What a glorious moment! My soul sings, dances, and loves. It has waited millennia for this. Jubilant joy. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. Gene Key 20, May 21st, 2022 through May 26, 2022. Superficiality, self-assurance, presence. You can only be fully present when you see it all. With presence comes absolute knowledge. This is omnipresence. It's a difficult concept for the dualistic mind to imagine. To know your own future, to be aware of every detail, not as a sequence, but with your memory working simultaneously backwards and forwards. There is no longer any uncertainty in your cells. You are breathed by God, and this Siddhi is the divine breath. Dare to be divine. And from the I Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 20, contemplation. Gentle wind blows across the earth. Listening to the whispering wind, respond to life with complete trust. Presence is clarity of unity. Self-assurance is intuitive orientation. Superficiality is unease and dislocation. Intention of receptivity, a worshipper who has purified himself, but must still present his sacrifice with the dignified sincerity which inspires reverence. The two trigrams that make up this hexagram are the gentle wind and the earth. So we have to listen to the whispering wind of awareness and let it blow into all the corners of our life. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun enters Gemini and conjoins Mercury. As we move into Gemini season, we reach the midpoint of the Mercury retrograde. Do you have any tales to tell or lessons learned? Drop them in the comments. Because right now we need to talk, share our stories, connect, let one another know that we're listening, honoring, and learning. As Mercury sits on the throne of the sun, we too are lifted up as heart and mind come together. Here's the illumination we were looking for. Here's the revelation, the information, the conversation. The Sabian symbol of this union as a glass-bottom boat reveals undersea wonders. Things we don't usually see are now visible. Although Gemini tends to flit from one thing to another, right now the retrograde motion reminds us to look deeply below the surface. There are indeed wonders to be found here, ideas and memories drifting like seahorses, starfish synapses stretching their fingers, reaching for words, teachings, thoughts, and deeper still droplets of water once cried in grief or joy, and everything in between, the moment captured. Forever reflecting. Pay attention to where your thoughts wander. Be ready to receive a message. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Keen 3, Blue Electric Night. After stabilization of challenge comes activation. Blue electric night guides and teaches us to commune with our intuition by entering our house of night, our inner place of dreams, in order to receive the inspiration that fuels the activation of our spiritual service. Within this inner darkness is a place of sacred mystery, our sanctuary of self. Within this inner sacred sanctuary of inner stillness, we can catalyze the energy needed to ignite the forces of energetic movement and harmonious rhythm which activates our spiritual service. This harmonious rhythmic movement is the living expression of the unique gifts and abilities that we have to extend and offer to our planetary family. The strength to activate our spiritual service is multiplied by bonding with other like-minded brothers and sisters. Blue Electric Night invites us to awaken to the unlimited natural abundance that always surrounds us. Also, Blue Electric Night reminds us that the keys to activating our spiritual service are gratitude and surrender to the flow of life's natural harmonic rhythms, which allow us to remain in a state of peace and serenity. As we humble ourselves to the majesty of our Mother Earth and reciprocate gratitude for all that is provided for us, we access natural knowledge that helps us align, navigate, and steer our own growth and development. As we refine and clean our emotional centers through our spiritual service, we free ourselves from stagnant negative energies that do not serve us well. Ultimately, we find that unconditional love is always the highest and best choice for us to make. From 13moonpeacetime.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 3, Blue Electric Night. This is the third day of the Red Dragon wave spell. Number 3 is called Electric. Its keywords are activate, bond, and service. As the name suggests, the number 3 can be a real live wire. If you can handle this much energy, you'll certainly make headway today with your plans, but the chance of burnout is there too, so beware and don't give yourself an electrical shock. Today is Blue Night, the dreamiest day in the Tzolk'in, and often these sleepy days can make you feel like daydreaming. But with all this energy from the number 3, these dreams have a much bigger chance of coming true. So tap into this power and plug your dreams into reality. Remember too that we are in the wave spell that represents new beginnings, and by now on this third day, you should really be getting on with your plans. The Blue Electric Night is also about servicing your dreams. That means no more neglecting them. You have a duty to do your best to honor them. This leads to abundance. Another important characteristic of the Blue Night. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Electric Night, 3 Akbal, Keen 3, 21st of May 2022, activating the new way of dreaming. 21/5/2022 equal 356 equal 311 equal 32 equal 5. Day codes 21 Crown of the Magi, honors, advancement, plan for the future. 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. 5 Freedom, liberation, change, transformation, movement. Month year codes 5. 6 Heaven, Christ, family, romance, fertility. 11 Illumination, portal, gate, polarity. 2 Twins, cooperation, partner, duality. 20 The Awakening, clear vision. 22 Architect of peace, master builder. Keen 3 equal joy, joy, joy. Infinite source flow to create a beautiful future today through these divine codes, plus the electric rocket to fuel your mission. Kapow. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Time to activate the big dream for more abundance to flow into our life and our planet. Day 3 in the Red Mother Dragon wave spell, where we are incubating in the womb of creation. We are being guided to focus on nurturance and compassion for ourselves and others and our planet, realizing the importance of self-love and the giving and receiving of unconditional love in order to grow and flourish and be born anew. Now that we have been birthed and taken our first breath, it is time to become activated. Today we are activating the collective dream of abundance through bonding with our kin and being of divine service to humanity, so that we can all feel nurtured and supported in our lives. Tone of creation. Today's tone is electric. Electric is tone 3 in the tone of creation. Action, bonding, power activates, essence, service. It is the first of the 3 emotional realm tones. There is a very strong emotional charge today which may create outbursts in those who need to find their balance. Electric energy creates a short fuse, particularly in those souls that are unawakened, confused, or not focused on their divine missions. Through focus, these strong energies can be creatively utilized rather than being destructive or chaotic. This emotional electric energy can be better harvested through the higher aspects of this tone, which encompass being of service to others through the action of bonding, that is, coming together with others to co-create and be of service. We commenced our journey with the magnetic tone of one source. Then through the lunar tone, we split into 2 equal polarized units in order to express and know ourselves. Then the electric tone creates a charge, magnetizing the 2 units to attract one another again and merge into a third separate and unique entity. And so our journey through the tones of creation is one of great exploration, from source to separation, and then a return to source once more. Electric energy provides the ignition or spark for your manifestation. It is a current that needs to keep moving and flowing, transmitting energy. It also adds power to anything you are creating today, an extra electrical boost to draw upon. The power of 3 is derived from 2 units merging and creating the third, more powerful entity. This action duplicates the essence of bonding and service that the electric tone provides. Today beckons you to become emotionally mature, expand your focus from bonding with one to the joy of bonding with all. Together with your divine counterpart, offer your united energies to be of divine service to humanity. Today you should contemplate how you can activate your electrical power to send waves of pure charge, nurturing energy to uplift, awaken, and comfort others through your acts of divine service. Get ready to use your superpowers of being an awakened rainbow warrior, ready, willing, and able to assist your planetary kin to awaken and adapt to these new revelatory times. Today there is a huge power surge in the heavens fueling transformation. The blue night spotlight is that of abundance, particularly relating to our highest soul's dreams and destiny calling. Today we have a greater fuel source behind our missions. The electricity will be fully charging our new Aquarian ideals, ready to break out of the old box and energize our new way dreaming. Now is the time to believe and know that by joining together through Gaia's crystalline diamond grid, we can finally achieve that dream. Planetary liberation and the new cosmic abundance is here. Today's question is, how can I bond with my kin through greater planetary service and activate the collective new way dreaming for our bountiful planet? Divine blessings for fearlessly activating the dream for our beautiful new utopian world. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 3, Blue Electric Night. The mantra, the code for today is, I activate in order to dream. Bonding intuition. I seal the input of abundance. With the electric tone of service, I am guided by the power of accomplishment. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. 441 coming in, Mayor of the 144. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge on Patreon or a one-time donation to our links at egolovecondor.com. 444 flowing in. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful prayer of the 7 sacred flames by Ariel E. Prayer for victory over outer conditions. In the name of love, wisdom, and power, by the authority and victory of my own beloved I Am presence, I demand and command every cell, atom, and electron of my physical body to blaze with the sacred fire of invincible love and healing flames from my beloved I Am presence and the ascended masters of light. I ask for the action of the law of forgiveness for my every transgression of the law of love in my daily life in the past. I command the invincible flames of purity, of protection, of resurrection and healing to blaze through my physical body, my emotional body, my mental body, my etheric body, my inner child, and my body elemental, daily and hourly. In the name of love, I command my full mastery and victory over all outer conditions in my life to be made manifest. I also ask for the opening and return of all my spiritual gifts. I call upon the love of forgiveness for my errors of the past. I extend forgiveness to all souls I have ever hurt in any way, shape, or form in this lifetime and beyond. I also extend my forgiveness to all souls that have ever hurt me. I call upon the eternal flame of cosmic love to seize these energies to be drenched in the fires of the violet flame and ascension flame. I give thanks for this healing. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed rest of your weekend and powerful ascension activating process. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.